Good day everyone and welcome back to the Minecraft AFL channel, or if you're new here, welcome to the Minecraft AFL channel, the only channel on YouTube where you can get free Minecraft AFL content. Well, this is it. Round 2, Game 2. We are here live today in the Melbourne Cricket Ground, daytime currently as you can see, and we have two teams here today that I like to introduce. We have the Brisbane Lions, who were absolutely dominant in the first round, beating Western Bulldogs by a ton of points. And then we have the Richmond Tigers, who actually lost their first game with the Adelaide Crows in Marvel Stadium. So, if I was the Tigers at this point, I would be absolutely shaking in my boots, because the Lions are no team you do not want to mess with. Well, enough chit-chat. I think it's time to say, let's get to it. Okay, the game is underway in 3, 2, 1. And the game has officially begun. This is round 2, game 2 on the Minecraft AFL channel. We have officially hit 11 games, which is actually the same amount as my subscriber count currently, which is 11. I'd say that's been a pretty good milestone. We've made double digits. Not too bad. Anyway, yeah. We have the Brisbane Lions versus the Richmond Tigers in the MCG. What do these teams both have in common? Well, they're named after a cat. We got Tiger and we got Lion. Who will be fierce? Who will be the most fierce cat? Well, we don't know, but we'll see, eventually. Going onto the wing now. The ball's gone out of bounds. Luckily, we're the boundary umpire, so we can get the ball officially back in bounds on the Telstra logo. 5G network, by the way. Speaking of Telstra network, Telstra network has officially shut down for now. I have no idea what happened, but apparently you can't make phone calls if you're on Telstra or Audi, which is weird. I think they might have gotten hacked or something ever since China, tried to threaten us with that nuclear missile or something, or that missile, but they missed. Yeah, well, that's not something I should say, but yeah. Let's just focus on this for now. Going onto the other side of the wing. Ball has gone out of bounds, so we can get the ball back in. Both teams scrambling for the ball now, as we just have 87 seconds remaining in the quarter. Ball's gone out of bounds. Get the ball back in bounds. Both teams fighting for possession, and the ball has gone out of bounds. Oh, come on. Let me get the ball. Thank you. Was it that hard? Come on. I think we're going to get a record for the most out of bounds in a game ever. You're getting pretty close to that 50. No, they're in the 50. What am I saying? They're getting awfully close to that goal square. Well, they were. Now they're getting the ball back out of the bounds, out of the 50 area. And now they're going to try and take it over to the other side, but almost. Oh, wait. Ball's trying to get intercepted, and now it's on the Premiership logo. They're doing pretty good so far, whoever this team is with their defense, as we only just have 20 seconds remaining. On the line, barely. Almost got it out of bounds. You had to jinx it, didn't you? Come on, Tate, you had to jinx it. Whatever. We only have 3 seconds remaining in the quarter, and this quarter will come to a close. Quarter time here in the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Disappointing quarter so far, but hopefully this will all change in the second quarter. Okay, second quarter's underway in 3, 2, 1. Second quarter is officially underway now. Both teams scrambling for the ball as they're fighting for possession in the square. Couldn't find that word for a second, but yeah. Trying to go back into the, keyword, trying to go back to the 50. Not trying hard enough, though. Whoever this team is for their defense, they're doing pretty good so far. Getting it onto the wing now, on the Toyota logo. Not sponsored, by the way. Trying to get the ball into the square, which they do. Got it back out the square. They're getting close to that 50. Can they get the ball in the 50? No, it's not enough. Wait, looks like they're trying to turn the ball back around. It's not going to be enough, though, as they're just getting it deeper and deeper into the square. They tried to turn it around for a second. Instead, they turned it onto the wing now, on the AFL Premiership logo. Again, this will soon say Grand Final or Final Series. Getting it into here now, which you do not want to do. 2 minutes now in the quarter. Ball has gone out of bounds. Luckily, we can bring the ball back into the bounds. Come on. Don't. You did. Why? Ball's gone back into play. Both teams fighting for possession. They're also fighting to see who can get the ball out of bounds quickest. Ball, for the fourth time in a row, is back in play. Come on. Okay, there we go. Now the ball was in the field and not in the stands. Getting the ball into the 50. This is a pretty good opportunity for whoever this team is that they're in this 50 for. But this other team's defense is too immaculate. Remember, guys, as a wise man once said, the best defense is the best offense. Or was it the other way around? The best offense is the best defense? I don't know. Someone's stuck in the stands. Wait. They're getting awfully close. Oh, it's a point. Who was it? It was Richmond. Richmond Tigers scored the first point of the entire match. You want to know what that is? No, it's a goal. No, it's not. You want to score goals. This isn't golf where the lowest score wins. You need to score as many points as you possibly can before the game ends, obviously. But still, this puts them in a pretty good spot right off the bat. Because maybe, who knows? Maybe they just won't score at all. But we'll see when we hit this third quarter in just a couple seconds now. Alright, that is half time here in the MCG. We will see you guys in the second half. Okay, second half is underway in 3, 2, 1. Third quarter is officially underway. Brisbane Lions immediately starting off strong, trying to get the ball into their 50. Can they do it though? Ball's in their 50. They're gaining pretty good ground right off the bat. Never mind, I lied. Tigers defense is doing pretty good so far. Can they do it? Can they actually beat the Brisbane Lions, who were absolutely dominant in this first round? I don't know. The first game we had here was pretty good. Looks like Richmond is trying to get the ball onto their side. But instead, the Lions say no, and instead try to get the ball back out of the bounds. I don't think it worked for them, no, never mind. That's how quickly the tables can turn in this game. 1 second you're going to go right for goal. The next second you get absolutely intercepted by the other team. Kind of like in real life. 1 second, everything is going your way. You hit an absolute mark. The next second, you try to kick it to your teammate, and then all of a sudden someone comes from behind and just does a specky on your opponent. And it's like, dude, that guy just did a Tony Modra on you, and you're just gonna stand there like nothing happened. That guy straight up did a Gary Moorcroft on top of you. And, yeah. How do you feel about that? Just being absolutely jumped on. It's kind of like, yeah, kind of like this. Kind of like, yeah. Getting the ball out of the 50 now. Onto the Toyota logo. Again, not sponsored. What can they do? They're driving the ball deeper and deeper. Looks like the ball's trying to get turned around by Richmond. But Brisbane is trying to be a bit too strong for them. Not strong enough, though. They're very strong at doing out of bounds, though. Ball's brought back into play. Both teams scrambling for possession onto the field. 64 seconds remaining in the quarter now. Here, I'll show you. There you go. 60. Ball almost went to the Tigers 50, but Brisbane are just a bit too strong. They really are Lions out there. They are just on that ball like it's nothing. Getting closer. What can they do about it? They're getting pretty close to Lions 50. This could be a pretty good possession. Oh, what are they doing? They're just trying to turn the ball around. Not right now, Lions. You were right there. You almost got yourself a 50, but the Lions were just choking for a second. You guys would have scored a point or a goal to tie or get in front of the game, but instead you just gave the ball straight to the Lions. No, to the Tigers. And guess what? Now it's going to be the next quarter, and you only have one more chance to redeem yourself. Free quarter time here in the MCG. Will this be the Lions' last opportunity to score a point? Let's find out. Okay, final quarter is underway in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, fourth and final quarter. This is where it all counts. Any mistake that you make here will absolutely cost you probably a point or a goal. Lions getting into their 50 right off the bat. This could be pretty good for the Lions. Oh, they're getting close. They're in the square. What can they do about it? They score a point to tie the game 1-1. That could be pretty good for Brisbane, as they probably just saved themselves for the Tigers winning the game. This puts them in a pretty good spot off the bat. You want to know what that isn't, no? A goal. If Brisbane would have scored a goal there, they probably would have won the game. Right there. They still have quite enough time to turn the ball around, though, and try and score a goal or a point to lead the game for the first time. And it looks like they might do that now. If they can get the ball in the 50, that is. They just have to turn the ball around. But Tigers are not letting them. Wait. Yeah, the Tigers are not letting them. They're just going to turn the ball around. But wait. The Lions, they turn the ball around yet again. This puts them in a pretty good spot right off the bat. Oh, they're getting closer and closer yet again. What can they do about it? They're getting pretty close. But they're just going to turn the ball back around. That's not good for the Lions, as the Tigers are just mocking them at this point. Definitely if you're doing that too. Ball's ball back into play. We only have 83 seconds remaining in the quarter. This is their last shot. If they want to win, they have to do something now, or else it's going to be too late. And the Tigers will just run away with the game. We only have 66 seconds remaining in the quarter now. Scores are still 1-1. It's a tie game so far. 60 seconds remaining in the quarter. Can they turn the ball back around? I don't think they're going to. Wait. Never mind. Wait. I think they're going to. Yeah, I think they're... no, I don't think so. We only have 42 seconds remaining in the quarter. See? What are you guys doing? They're just turning the ball around yet again. 29 seconds remaining now. If Brisbane want to win the game, they need to do something now. This has happened before. 20 seconds now in the quarter. I don't think it's going to be enough. We might need to do a tiebreaker. Wait. Oh, this could be pretty good. Wait, we might have an Adelaide situation here. No, it's not going to be enough. We're going to have to go into a tiebreaker round. That was the fourth quarter, but the scores are still level. And I'm going to add a rule change where we need to do a tiebreaker now. Okay. The game's officially underway in 3, 2, 1. Okay. This is extra time. Think of it as golden point. Any team that scores a point will win. If you just fend them off, we win. It's not that if you score a point, it's immediately over. You still have to wait, as there could be any possible opportunities. This is getting pretty interesting so far, as we're gonna have to go into golden point or GP. Ball out of bounds, so we're gonna have to bring it back out into the bounds. Two players are stuck into the stands, and one ball is stuck in the... yeah. That player is just jumping for dear life. Okay, Brawl's ball out of bounds. It's brought back into play now. Someone is stuck. What are they gonna do? You just hurt yourself. Why would you do that? Alright. The ball is officially back in their 50. If they fend off the Tigers, they could probably win this, as they only have 107 seconds remaining in the quarter now. Whoever scores a point here will be guaranteed to win the game, as this is technically the 5th quarter. Someone just hurt themselves again by jumping too high. Alright. Brawl's ball back into play now. If the Lions need to do something, they need to do something now, or else the Tigers will just keep drawing. And at some point we're going to end the game, or else this video is going to be too long and boring. We only have 70 seconds remaining in the quarter now. This could be Richmond's opportunity to try and score a goal. Ball's brought back out of bounds, so we're going to bring the ball back into bounds. Both teams scrambling for the ball now, as it's trying to get brought back to the Brisbane side. If they need to do something, they need to do something now, as we only have 45 seconds. Richmond are just too strong for that ball. Ball's ball back into play. Both teams fighting for possession. The ball is in Lions 50, but it's immediately taken out, as we only have 25 seconds remaining in extra time before we have to go into extra time 2. This could be their last chance to turn the ball around, or else the Richmond Tigers will just keep scoring absolute draws. Nah, it's not going to be enough. They're trying to bring the ball over to their side, but it's not going to be enough. That is the end of extra time 1, so we're going to have to go into extra time 2. Okay, extra time 2 begins in 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, extra time 2. This could be pretty good. This is one of the longest games that we've had here on this channel. It's only 10 seconds to 20 minutes. I've been recording for 20 minutes now. But this could be the shot. No way! They just need to score a point! Oh, come on. I'm just gonna have to keep recording. Alright. Unless they can turn the ball around. Can they do something about it? Oh, it's getting awfully close. Richmond doing a pretty good job of fending that ball off. A little bit too good of a job. They immediately brought the ball back out. This could be Richmond's opportunity to win it all. They're just turning the ball around. This is going Richmond's way so far. This is becoming an interesting game. They tried to turn the ball around there, but they failed, and it's still going Richmond's way. Can they bring the ball over to their 50? It's getting awfully close, but they brought the ball around again. But Richmond said, nah, I'd win. They're getting awfully close now. They're going into their 50 again. This could be Richmond's opportunity to win the game right here and there. They're doing pretty good job so far of just defending. A little bit too good of a job. Brisbane are just trying desperately to get the ball off Richmond's hands. They're going to have to keep fending the ball though. Can they turn the ball back around? They can bring the ball into the out of bounds. That's what they can do. Ball's brought back into play now. We only have 81 seconds remaining in the quarter before we're going to have to go into extra time at 3. Here's what I'll do. To make the games not as long, I will only do 4 extra times. If no team scores within those 4 extra times, I will have to officially declare the game as a draw. That's a rule change we're doing. We have 55 seconds remaining in the quarter now, or in this extra time. Technically, this is the 6th quarter. They're trying to turn the ball around. Can Brisbane get the ball, or will Richmond just keep trying to get it into the interchange bench? I think they're going to try and get it into the interchange bench. I think they're trying to turn the ball back around. This is going pretty good so far for the Richmond Tigers. Can they get the ball back into their 50? They can. Oh, wait. They put him in a pretty good spot. They just have to turn the ball back around. They have 19 seconds. But they're just going to turn the ball back around again. It looks like we're going to have to go into extra time 3. Yeah, we're going to have to go into extra time 3 as we only have 6 seconds remaining in the quarter now. This has been the longest game so far. Damn. That is the end of extra time 2. We are going to have to go into extra time 3. Okay, extra time 3 is beginning in 3, 2, 1, 0. Extra time 3 has officially begun. This is the second to last extra time that I'm going to be doing before I am officially declaring the game a draw. I have been recording for 23 minutes and 33 seconds at this point. So yeah, this game's been going for quite a long time compared to my usual 16 minutes I record. This is becoming a very interesting game so far. We have had so many ups and downs in this game. But I'm feeling pretty good about this quarter. What can they do about it though? Can they get the ball over to their 50? Or will it just be a repeat of extra time 2? Can they bring the ball over to their 50? It looks like they can. Can they hold it in there though? Nope. That's the $1 million question right there. They cannot hold the ball into that 50. Unless they can turn the ball just back around somehow. Then yeah, this could be pretty good for them. Oh wait, they're turning the ball around now. They got swiped. And the ball has been into their 50 now. Ball's officially in their 50. Can they keep it in there, though? Oh, barely almost got out. But wait, this puts them in a pretty good spot. They're inching their way closer and closer to the goal square. You have got to be kidding me. Come on. They just have to turn the ball back around if they want a second shot. Which I don't think is going to happen unless I jinx myself. I've been recording for 25 minutes and 10 seconds. And this game's been going on for quite a while now. Pretty much half an hour I've been recording. Almost half an hour. Which is absolutely crazy. But this could all end now if Richmond just keep getting the ball over to their 50. Which it looks like they're trying to do now. The ball's officially in at 50. This could be their opportunity to dethrone the Brisbane Lions. Can they do something about it? They only have 48 seconds now. They brought the ball out of bounds. Shut up, switch. Nobody cares. This puts them in a pretty good spot. What can they do about it? We only have 33 seconds. Ball's brought back into play. They just have to turn the ball around. 22 seconds now. This could be their shot, which I don't think they're going to do. Wait! They're trying to turn the ball around now. Maybe we could have an Adelaide no. And they can have an Adelaide no. Oh my god, we're going to have to go into extra time 4. Oh my goodness gracious. That is the end of extra time 4. No, extra time 3. We are going to have to go into the 4th and final extra time. No, I have... Okay, 4th and final extra time in 3, 2, 1... Okay, 4th and final extra time. This is going to be the last one. I've been recording for 27 minutes and 11 seconds at this point. So yeah, we're pretty much hitting half an hour at this point. This could all end now if Brisbane get it over to their side and they score a point or a goal. Can they humiliate them? Got the ball out of bounds. So we got to bring the ball back in bounds now. Ball's officially brought back into the play. What can they do? This could be their shot. Wait. It is! It's their shot! Can they humiliate them again? It was Brisbane! They finally took my advice. Now, if they can hold on to the lead, Brisbane win the game. Unless the Richmond Tigers has something to say about that. Could you imagine after that, and Richmond just go over to their side and they draw the game or possibly win with a game-winning goal? The score is currently 1-2 so far, and we have just under 2 minutes now in this game. We are practically hitting half an hour at this point. We are knocking on the door to half an hour. Unless the Richmond Tigers has something to say about that. They almost got pretty close to their 50. But if Brisbane just hold them off for a tad bit longer, then they will win this game. Scores are currently 1-2. Going Brisbane's way so far. In this final term, we are practically hitting half an hour at this point. Can the Richmond Tigers respond with something, or will they just keep getting fended off by the Brisbane Lions? We have just under a minute now before this game comes to a close, and Brisbane will win the game. Unless the Richmond Tigers has something to say about that. But it looks like Brisbane said, talk to the hand, because the face don't want to deal with it. And they're just going to keep bringing the ball over to their side of the field. This has been quite an interesting game so far. It's been absolutely crazy. as we just have 26 seconds remaining in the quarter. That should be enough to hold off the Richmond Tigers and win a game again. Yeah, I think it's over. I think this game is finally over, and we now have a declared winner. I've been recording for half an hour now, but this game will finally come to a close. And that is game. Brisbane Lions have done it again, and they won in the MCG. This is their second game they have won, which means, Tigers, you officially have your second loss. You have not won a single game yet, which is embarrassing. Well, that was actually a very tiring game, but at least we actually have a winner in today's game. I thought it was going to be another draw, but in the final turn where they needed to win the most, the Brisbane Lions have won the game again, barely winning by 1 point. The score was 1-2, and we officially have a winner today. Well, guys, this has been an absolutely crazy game. It's also been very mental for me too, but hopefully I will see you guys another time. Bye.